We've arrived at the Mighty Fine Sports Shop in Lakewood, Wisconsin to pick up some bait for today. Very nice little tackle shop here again. Everything under the sun.
And it's registered as a boat, so we can drive in the snow.
We've got everything.
It's registered as a boat.
And they've even got fireworks. Well, we got a little bit of a late start this morning. Actually, this afternoon, because we were out futzing and doing this and doing that and getting some stuff done. We got a few tip-ups in. Not anticipating a lot of action. But that's okay. All is very, very good. So on the Townsend flowage, we got, I would say, probably damn near 8 inches of ice. That's kind of neat. Now we just need some fish.
But yeah, some days when you're out here, when you're...
Had some neighbors come out and visit with us, which was very, very nice. Well, I believe in this video, this is the second day. We are going to go out in front of the fishing dock, and we're going to put out some tip-ups and then just sit in the living room and watch them. That should be really nice. We'll see if we can get a couple of fish. My first experience with the Sherp trailer pulling in the winter seems to work well. I do wish I had more weight in the back. I should have at least 1,000 pounds. It just spins easy when you're in snow, and I'd prefer not to be in four-wheel drive. Well, we got a tip up. We got a flag. First one today. Let's see what's going on. Kind of let the cat out of the bag. Clearly there was a fish on this line. It took out probably about 30 feet of line. Unfortunately, the water here is fairly shallow and a lot of weeds, and that fish drew that line through all those weeds. So long story short, the fish got off and we had to break off the hook. Found a safe spot on the flowage where I could actually bust up some ice without putting anybody at danger or at risk. This area, from what I understand, has got a lot of springs in it, so the water does not freeze well. So if you look closely back where I'm at right now, there's probably only about 1 inch or 2 of ice. As I get out closer to the center of the flowage, it definitely gets a lot thicker. Absolutely love it when that happens. Weird feeling. I forgot to let the air pressure out of the tires. I need to get down to about 60 millimeters of mercury to be able to get a lot of grip to get back up on that ice. Still letting a little bit of air out of the tires. Within my inflation system, there's a gauge that basically has a tube that goes down to the main tubes where all the air is housed that feeds the tires. The long story short is that gauge occasionally loses all of the pressure, and I think what happens is in the horizontal sections where that tube is going through, there's some moisture in there and it's freezing. So as soon as the Sherp gets warm on the inside, that melts and everything's fine. But at this particular time, I was having some challenges in getting that gauge to work. And those guys that were walking were kind enough to capture some footage of me attempting to get out of the ice.
Hello!
Kind of funny, the reason I'm not in the Sherp right now and it's in the water is it's up on the ice is because the ice was starting to crack right where the camera was at, and I was afraid it was going to actually fall in the water. So I had to get out, move the camera, and go from there. So eventually I was able to get back out of the ice. Actually, it went fairly smooth.
Alright, you're younger, right?
Yeah.
You go in the back.
So got to chit chat with some neighbors, got to meet a lot of people out in the flowage. That was fantastic. Offered to give them a ride in the Sherp, and they graciously accepted.
What you want to do is put one foot here, put the other hand here, put the hand here, and just pull up.
You know, as I get older and people who happen to be, we'll say, not nimble, it is a very difficult thing to get in and out of the Sherp, especially in the winter when you have coveralls on and things that are limiting your mobility. And I misspoke. I'm not getting older, I'm getting wiser.
So here, grab one hand here. Well, not, I don't know what that's how we are. One foot here, go on this side. Watch you pull. Watch you Which side you want?
So a little tip, before you get into the Sherp, always kick off that snow off your shoes. One of my favorite positions to be in the Sherp, one side of the Sherp, both of the tires are up on the ice, and the other side it's in the water. It is definitely a weird feeling. That cracking definitely heightens your awareness of what's happening.
Oh yeah. That's good for practice.
Here's a little trick that I use when you're struggling to get back up on the ice. Sometimes I redistribute the weight to try to get a little bit more grip. Unfortunately, didn't work this time. Well, we're coming up to an end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, it helps me out immensely. It takes a lot of work and effort to put these videos together, and it's nice to basically get recognition for all the work that I do. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy New Year. Take care.